Today, let's look into two important subjects. Number one, the Mr. Honourable Alexander Ikwechegh has come out to apologize to the Nigerians for his misconduct. And secondly, we will look into the subject of Regina Daniels showing off her husband, and she has some things to discuss about, which I would like us to just think and relate as people. This channel is basically to analyze, to teach us more or less how to reason all together as people, and I would like to hear your contributions. I would also like to hear your thoughts, your comments on any conversation we have. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe to the channel, like and share as we proceed. Honorable Alexander Ikwechegh, after the shooting of the people, attacking and complaining and raising questions about his misconduct to the Uber or Bolt driver, he has finally come out to apologize. And let us ask ourselves, why would this individual have decided to apologize at the moment? Do we really think that he's sorry for what he did? But before we start going into those questions, let us read what the Honorable Mr. Alexander Ikwechegh says. He wrote on his page, he said, "Apology regarding recent interaction with citizen Stephen Abuwatseya, Abuja Federal Capital, Tuesday, October 29, 2024. I wish to address an incident that occurred on Sunday involving an unfortunate exchange with citizen Stephen Abuwatseya and he-hailing cab driver. What began as a misunderstanding escalated into actions and remarks I deeply regret." Before we proceed, if the word has not seen the video, would you have deeply regretted? Let's proceed. Which do not reflect the values and character I strive to uphold. Man show exactly who he is, and he begins to say he does not uphold or he does not reflect the true character. That's your character. It says, both as a citizen and as a representative of the people. Shugu Fubwelegi, representative. Show this Abino will be the one representing Nigerians, beating people and telling them that they will disappear, and you still think you are representing us. Marakat now, police Nabia. He continues, he says, I sincerely apologize for my words and actions during this incident. I recognize the distress and frustration this has caused citizen Abuwatseya, his family, and the public at large. As a public servant, see House of Rep that is saying, who do you know who I am? If you are a servant, public servant, shouldn't you be humble? Do you know who I am, whom I am? He said, I understand the weight of my role and how my words can impact others. He says, while I am human and not infallible, I remain accountable for my actions. Citizen Abuwatseya and I have explored alternative dispute resolution methods to address this issue and have reached a respectful resolution which I am committed to following through. How many of you remembered when I was making video yesterday, I said, if they give that boy money, this story is going to be over. I think that even if the guy withdraw the case against him, the House of Rep are still supposed to hold him accountable because he has have a great resolution with that particular guy, and that is the person he actually offended in a sense, but he has put a bad reputation on the House of Rep members, which they are supposed to be holding him accountable regardless of his apology, because he has stained not just his name but the name of the House of Rep and what they represent. If they are not taking action, something like this is meant to repeat itself, and they show that that is exactly who they are. And he said, furthermore, I extend my heartfelt apologies to the Inspector General of Police, recognizing the unintended disparagement my remarks may have caused to his person, his office, and the entire institution. I reaffirm my respect for the Nigerian police force and the Inspector General's commitment to maintaining law and order. Additionally, I extend my sincere apologies to the leadership and members of this House and the National Assembly as a whole for any deficit in goodwill this incident may have caused. I am aware that my actions reflect not only on myself but also on this esteemed institution and the trust that the public places in us. This incident has been a humbling reminder of the necessity for restraint and self-control. So you already know you don't have self-control, especially in challenging circumstances. What is challenging? That somebody said they should come and bring snail for you. What's challenging? Come and pick the snail. Or do you have a maid, or you tell somebody to help you go pick it up from your compound? What is so challenging there? This is just complete abuse of power. No apology is supposed to be accepted, in my own view, by the public. Yes, you can have situations with the guy may not charge you for assault, for battery, for PTSD, or for any other thing, but the public needs to hold this individual accountable. All this your English and balablu bulaba that you are writing does not change the way people begins to view you. Okay, lastly, it says the incident has been humbling reminder of the necessity for restraint and self-control, especially in challenging circumstances. I sincerely apologize for any pain or discomfort my actions may have caused, and I am committed to learning from this experience to grow. Oga, step down now, or else I will go and call the rattle gangs. Those ones that hear go, they don't used to hear come. Those are the people I was I beg you, I don't know any rattle gang go before Femi Falana will say yes, we have caught one of those people who are calling my daughters to threaten them. Joe, I am not familiar with them. The man is not done writing. He continues, into a better citizen and a more empathetic representative of the people. This experience is particularly disheartening given my recent achievement. So you recognize your achievement in constituency engagement, including many interventions in health, agriculture, education, and economic empowerment for my people. We are not your people. Not be your people now. You say they be monkey. Somebody who call his own people monkey. So you are, oh God, blood of Jesus. So this man is a representation, House of Representation of the monkeys, because he called a citizen of his nation, he called them a monkey, and then he's telling us he's proud of his stupid achievement. Oh God, Honourable Alex Ikwechegh, or whatever they call your name, you deserve a right hand slap from that power slap in that Dana White this thing. You need like 3. Says it is a teachable moment, not only for me but also for many in the political sphere, because he knows them. He knows that is their character. Say, as we are held higher standards of conduct and rhetoric, even under provocation. Now wow, see this big English. No wonder I wanted to make the guy disappear. Now grammar they go take bury am. I am committed to using this as an opportunity for growth and as a call to be better and do better. Signed, Representative Alexander Ikwechegh, the one that pretended to be a senator. Well, let us take a few moments to look at it. I went to Daddy Free's channel and I listened to a lot of people bring out their opinion, and some of the people's opinion was like, oh, the senator or the House of Rep member, was being set up by certain people. They actually provoke him and the guy began to record it because the guy knew exactly what he wanted to do. I think that when it comes to Daddy Free, sometimes Daddy Free's thoughts and his people kind of make me question the way he thinks as a person, and I don't blame him. Basically, when you look at few things, I would say his actions and his steps and the things he does in life kind of shows the way he thinks, and so I'm not too surprised. But how would you think that perhaps even if the guy provoked him, he deserved to act that way? And based off the record we can see on 4K camera that this man was hitting the guy and the guy was quiet. The patience of the guy should have made Alexander be Alexander the Great. should have stopped whatever he was doing. Nothing warranted according to the video that was being recorded, and he tore the guy's clothes with a 3 slap, and he's threatening that the guy will be eliminated, the guy will be disappearing, like he said na him papa they do juju, and that the Freeze is saying it might have been a setup. And I'm like, where is this thought coming from? Well, with that being said, that the Freeze thought words for me, I did not need to hold it up that serious because he was just putting out his opinion. But I think that sometimes, let's call a spade a spade. What he did was wrong. What he did was wrong. He himself has held himself accountable. For anyone to start thinking that, oh, maybe it was being set up, the video, the actions of the guy does not look provocative in the video. With that being said, I think that Honourable Alexander, whatever I call his name, is still supposed to step down. The National Assembly or whatever House of Rep needs to still take their actions to make him a scapegoat, because he actually shows himself not to be a good member. And in fact, part of his comments proves that he knows that some of them, this is exactly how they act. With that being said, let us talk about Regina Daniels for a moment. Regina Daniels, I saw some of her videos where Regina Daniels came up and she was talking about some things that her husband was doing, and she was the one who makes the decision to get married to her husband, and she did that for certain reasons known to her. And when it comes to the idea of who humans decide to get married to, I think it is a choice for people. Now, Nigerians have always been giving their opinion when it comes to the idea of Regina Daniels, not because people actually hated Regina Daniels, but people think that Regina Daniels made a choice all because of money, and it seems like somebody's selling their soul for because of money. And this shows a low vibration of how we perceive people who make that or who does something like that. And we already understand in the right words that women are hypergamy in nature, and so nobody is going to be holding her accountable regardless of the fact that we complain. Part of the thing she said was her mom was not in support of her marriage, and then she made a video talking about how she persisted that she wanted to get married to Ned Nwoko, and she has been enjoying her life, and her life has been a soft life ever since then. And the fact the man is nice. Why would the man be nice when he knows he have countless of wives also that he takes care of? Anyone I'm with would always enjoy, and in fact, there's money. Senator for that matter. You can always make the life of everybody sweet. So that's kind of interesting. But I think at the end of the day, Nigerians shouldn't so much look at Regina Daniels as a figure that they have to look up to. She has a situation, and her situation tends to be peculiar and unique. We are not supposed to choose or make all our children think that way, or all our daughters begin to think that way, because this is one of the ways most of them think, and they end up following Yahoo boys. This is how most of them think, and they end up being used for rituals. So it is very important that for us to be able to flourish as people, we need to understand that there are certain situations that are peculiar to certain individuals, and Regina Daniels has made her own choice, and she shouldn't be blamed for it. She did it out of her own luck, and that's good for her. But while we go, I would like to hear your comments. What do you think about the situations of Regina Daniels? But specifically, the major one is, what do you think about this Alexander apology? Do you think it should be accepted? Do you think the House of Rep are supposed to take action? Do you think the Inspector General is supposed to take action for the threat? Maybe the Inspector General would not take it simply because the complainants have already started coming to resolve amicable resolution. Money speaking. That's why I was saying it. And this is why I made a point when I said Verydarkman is not supposed to rise up when it comes to that situation. And some people are like, oh, I am not like VDM. VDM is always taking action and I am not taking action. And I'm like, no. There are certain things we need to understand in this world, because see, now VDM has actually picked up an enemy again from the House of Rep directly. Now, some people would say, yes, is he not supposed to take the actions? And I said, I know that sometimes before you take steps, you really need to watch what that person actually wants. You really need to see how things are going to handle. You can even ask other people to go do the stuff and don't carry the front the movement first, because regardless of how he resolved the issue with the guy, he's going to see that, oh, this is what VDM wants to do. And I know if you call yourself activist, you're supposed to do certain things, but he said he's not an activist, it's a whole like policing and the rest of it. To me, I always see this as we need to tread carefully in life. This particular person we are talking about, he always make people disappear. He can make the boat guy now, after I gave him some millions, to disappear according to his words, and then he's going to be looking for how he will make VDM to disappear. So sometimes we need to understand that certain people, they are all about coming to resolution. And for me, I think that guy, the way he was speaking, I'm like, this guy have some little femininity spirit, and it's not like femininity spirit is a bad spirit, but I'm saying this one is going to sell himself if he sees money. And exactly how I predicted yesterday, for those of you who watched my video yesterday, you would see what I said, and not be waiting on Honourable Don dey talk. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Let me see your comments, and so we'll respond and let's reason together. Have a great day. See you in the next one. Adios, amigos. Bye bye for now.
When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they'll lock you in jail. They never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa. When you are revolutionary and you talk the truth, people will come and slap you down. Then you talk the truth again, they'll lock you in jail. They never hear anything at all. Then go hear pansa pansa.